Okay, here's a quick way to do a logo twist in effect like this here. I'll play the logo animation too. And as you can see how it starts all twisted and comes untwisted to rest here at the end. I'll show you the scene really quick here. From a perspective, as you can see, got the background. It's a curved plane, and then the logo. We have a backlight here. We have a fill light on the subject, and we have another light to kind of illuminate the background. Zooming in onto the logo, this was a basic text treatment combine into one object here. I'll press the tab key and go in. As you can see, it's kind of converted straight from text. Not the prettiest of polygons in modeling, but I found out that that didn't actually matter that much. So it came directly imported in as an SVG file as a logo. Let me tab back out of there, and you'll see two guides. This guide here controls the placement. This guide here is the keyframe for the position of this object. This object is parented to that keyframe. And then I have another guide, which is called the deform guide, which is used in the modifier stack that actually controls where the twisting occurs throughout the animation. So I'll hit the one key to get a frontal view, and you'll see how this twists, and you'll see it move from right to left. We will switch back to my three views so you can see in the camera. This is the final rendering shot. The camera is coming from the front of the scene here. Here's the logo. Here's the camera from another angle. Okay, so now let's click the subject that's getting twisted. In this case, it's the Next Day Videos logo. And you'll see in the modifier stack I have subdivisions. And this is part of the necessary settings. You need, obviously, levels viewport can be low because we don't want to slow down the rendering, but you can see how it starts to get smoother. So I found that a render of 5 with optimal display works nicest. So I could crank this up to 5. It'll really slow my viewport rendering down. So that's why you'll see these artifacts here, these wrinkles that won't show up in the final render. So after the subdivision, I applied a simple deform, and I chose twist. And inside the twist settings is an angle that I animated. You can see the keyframe here. When it's green, it means it's in between keyframes. So let me go back to, you'll see the keyframe is set here on the timeline. You'll see it's yellow here. That's where one of the keyframes is. And I will scrub this a little bit, and you can see that I started out with an angle of 720 degrees, and it's going back to 0. Also, to control where the twist is happening, that's where I link it to this helper object, the deform guide. So you'll see that slight movement from right to left helps control how the twist affects the logo. So that's fun to play with as well. And then of course you've got the different axes here. You can change the axis of the twist. That kind of looks silly, but it's fun to play with, to see what the other axes would do. That kind of has a cool effect. So yeah, playing around. What I wanted was something replicating another logo animation I've seen before that has been requested in the past. And that's basically the setup for how the Next Day Videos twist-in logo animation was created. Probably now viewers see it and think it looks out of date, but at the time it was a popular thing to do for logo animation intros.